Hello everybody and welcome! My name is Ursa Ryan and we're back on A to Z today, playing as the Ottomans, and that gives me a little bit of a conundrum. You see, familiar watchers of the channel will know that a long time ago I did a tier list where I ranked every single nation and whether I thought they were good, bad, or somewhere in the middle. The Ottomans are S tier. They are one of my favourite civs ever, and being absolutely honest with you, when I saw that there was a new Suleiman leader I got very excited, and then it wasn't quite as good as the old one, but that's okay because we're playing as the old one today. But there lies the problem. Old Suleiman, the Ottoman Empire, S tier, one of the strongest civs in the game. I won't hear anyone else say otherwise. How do we make a game that's interesting? How do we do something that's a little bit different? Because you've seen me sweep over people with the Ottomans before. When it comes to domination civs, very few beat them. I think in all seriousness, Mongolia and Byzantium are the only two civs that can hold a light to the Ottoman Empire. Just the best domination civ in the game. They are wonderful. And to that I turn to the channel supporters. Remember, you too can support the channel, which is highly appreciated because you really help me to make these videos in all seriousness. Come and join Coffee and Patreon. I really appreciate it, and more importantly for you, it helps you to make these A to Z series. Every single idea that has been put to me has come from the channel supporters. I let the channel supporters at work on the Ottomans, and they came back with quite an interesting idea. Today we're going to kind of do a bit of a double. We're going to try and win the game, but I am only going to use units that I get in my special abilities. That's right, the Barbary Corsair, Janissaries, and Siege, because I do of course get 50% production towards siege units. Those are the only units I may build or use. So if we are going to go domination, I have a very narrow window. A very narrow window where my unique units are available and useful. I still think it's possible because the Ottomans are brilliant, but this is going to be a deceptively difficult challenge. To make it even harder, it was suggested that we play this version of the Ottomans. Now, the eagle-eyed among you will know that this is not the usual Ottoman loadout. No, this is the Civilizations Expanded version. Civilizations Expanded, a wonderful mod that we've used before, which ups and improves the ability of every civ in the game. I can hear you saying now, Ursa, you've made the Ottomans better, surely that's not harder. Every civ in the game. All of the AI have massively improved versions of their civs, and being honest with you, the Ottomans have got a few buffs, but even the mod makers of Civilizations Expanded, they knew that the Ottomans didn't need buffing, and they really haven't done very much to them at all. We have a few buffs, but not a huge amount. So, only using units that we can get through our specialty. Siege weaponry, Barbary Corsairs, and Janissaries. Can we win the game? I think we can. Let's go. And do just remember, if you don't want Suleiman turning up at your door with the Great Turkish Bombard, you should subscribe to the channel, because he has a soft spot for channel subscribers, and I really like them too. Now, as we look at our turn 1 start, and you can see we have Coca, a river, lots of sea resources, some stone, and more importantly, some giant death crabs off the shore. This one seems to be burying itself into the beach. Okay, we're not going to question what's going on there. I will make one quick caveat. I will be using my starting warrior. I didn't build it. I'm not going to use it for anything really offensive, but it would be good if I could have at least one Janissary. It doesn't deplete my population. Also, I could delete it like turn 1 and get rid of it entirely, but then I won't explore any of the map, and honestly, as a viewing experience, it's not as interesting. I'd rather know what was around me so that I can, show you all. I honestly don't know whether or not I want to move my starting location. These are both grassland hill tiles. That means if I settle on them, unfortunately, I will lose a lot. I will lose the woods, I will lose the production. It would just be worth 2 food, 1 production. If I move over to this copper, then I will get the 2 gold underneath it, but it puts me more towards the ocean, and my capital won't have as many workable tiles that I can see. Oh, the details of the map. This is an archipelago map with a legendary start position, abundant resources, deity, standard speed. These are the details, but don't forget, you can come to Discord where you can get the turn 1 save file copied and pasted to your computer to play along with you. I also keep a full list of all 30, 40 user interface mods that I use, so yeah, come to Discord. It's way easier than me just going through it every time. If I settle on the copper, then I will get the 2 gold per turn from the city, but it pulls me away from the coca. I don't know. I need to know a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just send my warrior down a little bit. You can see there's lots of mountains down here. Huge amount of mountains down here. That's not too bad. I think I'm going to gamble. If I settle on this woods, I will lose the woods and the benefit of the woods tile. If I move to this tile, then I can still work the 2-2 tile, and then I'll have closer access to the turtles, and I'll still have the cocoa. Yeah, I think I will move the capital. I don't know, it feels like a good thing for me. And Kasploosh. We get the sailing boost and Istanbul. Remember everybody, it's not Constantinople, it's Istanbul. Well, hello. This appears to be the Great Barrier Reef. Okay, well, that changes things. Remember, the Great Barrier Reef does a few things for me. It is a 3 food, 2 science tile, which is a wonderful thing to work, although it is unfortunately just out of range of my capital right now. One thing it does do is actually count as a genuine reef for major adjacency bonuses to the campus district, and more than that, it actually counts as a double bonus. Look at that, 2 tiles, that would be a +5 campus. Already, yes, that deer tile is wonderful, but I could get some serious campage going. If you knew about the Ottomans as well, you'll realize that not only are they good for domination, but they can be incredibly fun when you have Crusade on side. The 1-2 combo of having a beautiful +5 combat strength against district defenses with siege, combined with your +10 from Crusade, as well as Ibrahim, your unique advisor. With the Saraska promotion, you also get another +10 combat strength when attacking defensible districts. If we can get a single great general who applies to our catapults, we can have catapults with +30 combat strength. That means our catapults will have 65 combat strength against walls, which, let me just check this. No, that's not as good. No, that's not as good as well. Oh yes, it's only 10 weaker than artillery. This is how we shall take over the world. I mean, how I'm going to actually do that with just one melee trait, the Janissary, I don't know. They're good, but I mean, they could get obsolete very quickly. But I want Crusade. You know me. I like Crusade, and seeing as we've found the Great Barrier Reef already, I might as well take advantage of that and go straight for holy sites. So wonderful. I am also now I've got this warrior. The only reason I'm keeping it is because it can get upgraded to a Janissary later, but I am not going to build scouts, warriors, or slingers. They are military units. I don't like them. So instead, let's have a look at what we're going to do. There's nothing that we can immediately improve around us without a tech. Mining, irrigation, sailing, all needed. So I'm going to go for the monument today. Let's get that government as quickly as possible. Oh, you're kidding me. Yerevan. Did I get it first? I got it first. Okay, so we've got 1 faith per turn, and Yerevan. If you don't know why I'm excited about Yerevan, I can choose apostle units from any possible promotion instead of receiving a random one, which means they can all have debater or whatever, and I can immediately get crusade on everything. Or I could go for martyr and go for reliquaries and just get crazy amounts of faith. We could do anything. This is good. This is good for me. I would really recommend you come and get this save file from Discord. Why would you not? Why would you not want to play this game? Oh, cheeky scout. No, where are you going? Don't like you. Gonna find you. Going to kill you. Oh, they found me. Oh no. See if I can ambush them. I haven't yet talked about the Civilizations Expanded changes to Suleiman. So there's been a couple of small things. I think the Grand Bazaar, the Janissary, and the Barbary Korsar are all very much similar. The Age of Splendor was the original ability for the unique person, the Ottoman that the Suleiman we've always had. Very difficult way of saying it's pretty much the same, except from the fact that not only do we get the unique Korsar, not only do we get the Grand Visor, but we also get 2 governor titles every time we go up a government tier. That's exciting. We also get patronage of great people with gold or faith is discounted a little bit. That's a small bonus, but it's quite helpful if I want to get scientists, for instance. Shadow of God, this was the Turkish bombard ability. I still get 50% production towards siege units. They still get +5 combat strength against district defenses. Conquered cities do not lose population. That's the same. Cities not founded by the Ottomans gain loyalty, 1 amenity, and housing that I think is similar. Maybe something has been added here. Maybe the housing is added. I don't remember. We do get another slight thing. If we build a commercial hub, we get 2 food and 1 housing. That's quite nice. And then 2 production, 1 amenity from holy sites. Just small little bonuses, but they are still quite fun. So there is astrology. I'm thinking about my holy site actually and where I want to put it. And one thing I am thinking is I kind of wanted to put it on the river. Not only is the river good in terms of there being good adjacency on the spots, like there's really, really good tiles here with mountains around and things that we can improve. The problem I've got is that I was going to put the Pantheon on, which gives me 2 amenities and 2 housing from settling a holy site on a river. Really, really good. But I need mining for this one, masonry for this one, and bronze working for this one. So if I do that, then my holy site won't give me... I won't be able to pump it out as quickly. Unfortunately as well. Yeah, bronze working, masonry, mining. This is going to be the only place I can realistically put my holy site. That gets rid of the very same tile that we've been looking to keep. So that's not great. I guess I could chop it out, which would be fine. Looks like I'm going for mining anyway. So do I wait on my holy site and commit to my Pantheon, or do I put the holy site down on just a +1 tile there and go for a different Pantheon? I don't know. That is difficult. I think we're going to go for a pretty campus heavy start. So I think we could go for another Pantheon. I think I'm going to go for the settler first. I will think about this. Let's go settler, and then I can work out what to do after that point. We'll go God King to get the Pantheon quickly, and then let's go for discipline in case that scout pops up again. It kind of has disappeared. I want to know where it is, where I can go and kill it. What is in the tribal village? 1 new population. Okay, that's really good. I like that a lot. What tile are we working now? Quite a rubbish one. I could buy that tile over there, but it feels like a bit of a waste of gold, so I'll hold off for now. A cad. Hello. Am I first to meet you? Oh, I am. Perfect. I get +1 production towards building units in my capital. That includes the settler. That's lovely. Most importantly for me, it continues a long tradition of always getting a cad in my Ottoman games. I don't know why. It just seems to always happen. That means my Janissaries will be able to do full damage to city walls. That's relatively useful. I'm not going to complain about that at all. There we go. River Goddess. That's what I was thinking about. Basically what it would mean is if I put the holy site on a river, it would guarantee, absolutely guarantee, that each holy site would give me 2 housing, 3 amenities, and 2 production. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm just gonna go for it. I feel like it's a really good shout. It's a good thing. And you know, the recommendation was made to me by the channel supporters when making this challenge, so it's been in my head. I do think it's a really good idea. Let's go for it. And yeah, as painful as it is, I'm gonna have to replace that tile. Oh, it's gonna reduce my production considerably. Never mind. I think I'm gonna settle right on top of that coca. That'll give me the luxury without needing irrigation for it, and it would also give me the ability to put a holy site down maybe on this tile. That would be worth +2 for me because of the 2 mountains. I could also put it on these woods. That would be a 3 adjacency holy site, but that would not be on a river, so that's probably worse. No, that's not on a river. No, okay, that's fine. We'll take the +2. That's fine. Let us switch to production from urban planning. I think that's better now that we have the Pantheon. And just get foreign trade and see how we get on with that one. I don't know where that barbarian scout went. Kublai. Hello. How are you? I think this is China Kublai, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, the China leader pack, and the game gives me the old version. I like that. That's good. Konya. There we go. Holy sign. Pop it down. Let's get it done as soon as possible. Remember, this always gets mentioned. Why can you work a mountain, Ursa? It's because civilizations expanded lets you work mountains. It's really, really cool. Means preserves become really handy. Now, at the moment, I don't know from which direction Kublai found me. They could be to the left or they could be to the right. I'm at a bit of a loss at the moment. We'll have to just kind of assume that we'll find them at some point. They are making their own religion, though. That's not good. I want the first religion because, I mean, you know what I'm going to say. I want Feed the World. Feed the World's amazing. Oh, it looks like I could be going Dark Age this time, man. That's not the worst thing in the world, actually. That really isn't the worst thing in the world. It means I could go Heroic into the Medieval era. So we might take that. Oh, they're from this direction. Okay, this may be a problem because I do not have anything that can improve the strength of my cities until we get our unique units. Like civilizations that have a strong military and high gold per turn. That's not good. Oh, I do not like the way they're just sat outside my capital. Let's not do that. That's not fun. You didn't move last turn. No. I'm gonna use some gold to get a shrine just to improve my religion speed, and we'll run a couple of holy site projects in order to just make sure we can get the first religion. I like that a lot. I think I might need walls. Let's go for masonry quickly. Yeah, definitely walls. You see? They're just not moving. They are not moving. They are just sat there. They're like that. That is creepy. Don't do that. We could take a gamble. I could give them my coca, give myself a little bit of gold to try and rush through the walls with a builder. And then if they do go to war to me, I get, you know, my stuff back, which would be quite useful. Yeah, I don't know if that's effective right now. I mean, at least we're going to get defensive tactics nice and early. Oh, hang on, is that them? What colour scheme are they? I don't know, they're more of a brown. Who is this? Is that Georgia? I lose track of the new colours. Oh look, here's another galley. Here's another galley. Alright, you know what? I will tempt them. They've got a relic and everything. I will tempt them with a luxury. This might convince them to not declare war on me. I use the word might. Now we have an active trade deal. They may go, oh, you know what? We don't want to jeopardize that for no reason. This is a real gamble. I'm gonna get that builder done. We'll put this quarry down. That'll boost masonry. Then I'll flip to building the wall and I'll chop it immediately to see if we can get the wall up. Just having a single wall is going to make me feel a lot safer. But I don't know how many turns we've got before the declaration comes in here. So as discussed, I'm working that tile. It's not great, but there's the quarry. Masonry is now boosted. How many turns have we got? 2 turns until the end of the era. Fine. Oh, now they're moving even closer. There's now 3 galleys. Oh, what do you reckon? Do you think we're safe? Look, Akkad, this is not the time. I need to get across the river and get home and you're blocking me. It's not fair. Don't do that. Oh, look, now there's 3 of them outside. I wonder what they could be doing. Anyway, we have the Dark Age and we have Masonry. Let's go for Exodus because we will start spreading my religion around very soon. And I'm going to immediately switch in these ancient walls and 30 production I can chop through with that 1 stone. I think that's absolutely going to be worth it. Let's get this wall in as quickly as possible. I wouldn't normally do this, but shall I get Victor in to increase combat strength by 5? That might give me just a small amount more defense in this city. Or do I try and get Yerevan on side to give me at least 1 ally because Kublai... No, somebody else has met them. Okay. I don't know if that's going to be super helpful. I'm going to have to go Victor, aren't I? Let's just pop you in 3 turns and then this will become 20 strength. It's a small difference, but one that hopefully is going to make a big amount of difference. I'm just going to wait till next turn on my chop because I'm just about to get another tech and then I'll have enough to finish it in one go. Just watch, they're going to attack this turn, aren't they? Nope, they're not. They're actually going to hold that. Fair play. There we go. There's the wall. Engineering has been boosted. We now have 18 combat strength, which is not much more, but this will get me to 23 once Victor becomes assigned in that city. So, hey, it may still keep us safe. You never know. Why they haven't attacked yet, I don't know. I am not complaining. Holy Site prayers will get finished. If I can get the religion up, maybe I won't even go Crusade. Maybe I'll go Defender of the Faith. No, we'll go Crusade. Crusade is absolutely the way to go in the long run, but it's just, I think this is becoming quite clear that I need to tech up as soon as I can and get myself immediately to my unique units. Janissary is all the way over into the Renaissance era, and I believe my unique boat is also Renaissance. No, it is technically medieval. Okay, so that's not as bad then, in theory. Or they just swam away. They just swam away. Have they given up? If they've given up, then I'm going to be very happy. Ibrahim, by the way, is somebody that I want in my life very soon. Just having him around gives me 20% production to all military units. It's going to be useful later. However, the Saraska promotion is really good. I can use that later, but I'm not going to be using it for domination until I get actual units. And I think Pingala might be the way, because Pingala will help to give me just a little bit more science and culture to get me through the rest of the tree. Okay, my warrior's into my city now. It's got 33 strength. Even if they decide to attack me now, which I think they've abandoned that idea, which is good, I would be a little bit safer. So that's... I'm filled with a little bit more confidence. Here we go. A New Arabia. Lovely. Hello. Good to meet you. Oh, someone just got a religion. Someone just got a religion. Oh, they didn't found it this turn. So that's technically the second great prophet, but I win the race. I'm going to name my religion the Giant Death Crabs, after the giant crabs just off my shore that I think must have been the reason as to why the AI decided to go back there. Right, feed the world. This is going to make my holy sites really good. They already get me 1 immunity and 2 production from existing, another 2 immunities and 2 housing from being on a river, and now 3 food and 2 housing each for shrine and temple. So that already is stacking up nicely, and then later into the game I want Crusade. I think I'm just going to get it so that I don't miss it it, I could be getting something different, something along the lines of a building, or maybe even like pilgrimage. Help me spread it a little bit quicker, but no, crusade. I just want to lock that in now so that I don't miss it later. Perfect. Oh, giant death crab is done. I could have waited 2 turns and had it spread automatically, but I think someone will have Buddhism has just got founded literally the same turn. So there we go. They probably would have stolen Feed the World. I'm almost convinced AI likes to steal Feed the World. Also, selling my open borders is enough next turn to be able to immediately buy the shrine in Konya, which is exactly what I'm going to immediately do, like so. And I think I can just buy a missionary and spread my religion basically the same turn. Also, why are you still doing Holy Site prayers? I forgot that automatically repeated. Okay, next up, I need to settle. I want the campus, and I want that soon. And I want a monument out soon as well, but let's get 2 settlers. I want to just spread out. It looks like, yeah, space is at high competition on this map at the moment, and we need to get settling. I also want bronze working quickly, so that I can put myself onto the Great Barrier and make sure that we've got all of those campuses in a lovely space. Oh, look, they're back. China's back. I think they may have decided to, in fact, attack me. Hang on, you're trading with me. Oh, I guess, yeah, no, but you're not Mongolia, are you? So, oh, two routes to me and everything. I'm giving them tons of gold. Well, if you attack me, then, you know, you won't get that gold. So, I guess it is kind of like a sort of medieval era, classical era thing to attack places that you're trading with to try and solidify trade. I don't know. My missionary, by the way, is pretty much the only way I'm going to be able to reliably explore large distances away from my land. So these are going to become my scouts. And I'm quite happy about that, actually. So let's, I will just spread my religion to Yerevan just to give it a bit of a foothold in this area. And it also gives me the dedication bonus. But yeah, we'll just move that around. So my faith, my early game faith, very much going to go into spreading my little missionaries around to go and find the world. Oh dear, Mongolia's decided they don't like me because my army's really weak and I have no gold. It's like, I can't. The challenge dictates that I must not have an army. So yeah, I'm trading with them anyway. I've got two resources, but I'm trading with them. So hopefully they'll realize that having me as a friend is better than as an enemy, but we'll find out. That is where Arabia is, by the way. They are really near me. Interesting. Oh, all the religions have gone. Every single religion is already gone. Wow, that's quick. Interesting. I actually need to decide where I'm going to put my new settlements. Holy sites and where my holy sites get popped down. That is really important because they are basically the cornerstone of my empire. There is this river, the Ursa River. I think I can probably settle a few things around it. With Feed the World, housing on fresh water is not so important, but I am looking at this and I'm thinking, can I canal across this? Unfortunately, these are two hill towers. Yeah, I do look at the map often and I'm like, can I canal it? Alas, no, too hilly. Too hilly, but that is a decent old spot for a city, which means sort of flowing round, I think one of these, yeah, it's got to be that tile, it's got to be a settlement, and then I can't shove too many cities in this space, so we'll go and put myself onto the Plains Hill like that. Need to get some campuses down though. Anyone getting nobody's really going science this game. That is really strange. Political philosophy is done. Lovely. Roads upgraded, good. First civic of a new era. Very good. We're still exploring, still finding lots of places. This is definitely where Arabia lives. That's all good to know. I did say that I would quite like to start making friends. Buenos Aires, oh, that was the boost I kind of needed. Yerevan, yeah, Yerevan, I want Yerevan. So let's go and pop Amani. I'm going to start out in Akkad, and then I'll get Yerevan after. That will give me more era score doing it that way around. Oh, I've got a second governor. Of course, I've just unlocked a new level of government. That means I got 2 governor titles from my ability. Wow, that's actually more useful than I thought it would be. Let's pop down Connoisseur with Pingala, give myself a little bit more culture per turn. Oh, Macedon is in the game. I've learned that. That's a little bit worrying, and we've got to think about a government now. I think oligarchy is good for the combat strength when I use Janissaries later. It's so far away though. Classical Republic has got to be where I go. I'm going to pop in monasticism quickly. It's a huge science boost. I love it. While I'm in a dark age, I might as well enjoy the benefits of. And then we'll go settlers so that I can keep spreading out a little bit. And we'll go for diplomatic league. Let's find more envoys to send to city-states, please. Thank you very much. Can I just say I'm getting very bored of this just lurking around my borders. Either attack or don't. And when I say that, I do of course mean please don't attack. Please. I don't want to be attacked. That would be awful. Georgia. I can never recognize Georgia's borders. Fair enough. Akkad bows to me. Beautiful. I am the first suzerain of them. And look, actually, there's more land up to the north. So it does look like I've got more land that I can go and settle. Brilliant. Okay, that's wonderful. City number 3, by the way, is down. Bursa. Being renamed, of course, to Bursa Ryan, because of course it is. And a bit more era score, by the way. Ha ha! Spreading my own religion around gives me era score. It's a lovely thing. I think, yeah, we'll just go immediately for the holy site. Now, I could get rid of this tile and give myself a +2. There is a +4 there, actually. That sounds amazing. Oh, and I've got a spare coca already. Beautiful. Actually, I've got lots of spare stuff. As long as Kublai gives me gold up front, I don't mind actually giving him, like trades. That's okay. Oh, that's a 3-2 tile, actually. I don't really want to be getting rid of that. I mean, that would give me a +4 holy site. But I don't really care about +4 holy sites. I'm going to just take it for the yields to work from the beginning of the game. Looks like there might have been a fire or something on that tile. I don't know. Don't ask too many questions. You know, if things have been burning down, just take them for the benefits that they give you and leave it at that. We've made friends with Arabia, by the way. They still haven't settled their religion down. Now, of course, this was their religion. They got the last holy prophet because, of course, they did. The prophet was the last one, and the Arabian ability is to always pick up the last one. That's why it happened. But they haven't put down a holy site yet, so it is completely useless. But you know, it exists as a thing, and that's what's important. Let's trade with Yerevan. That gives me 1 envoy there, and then I can pop down an envoy, and I think that will knock Saladin off. I'm Suleiman. Who am I again? I don't know who I am. What's going on? Let's just chop the deer away just so that I can start to work this. I think, yeah, we'll go for 1 more settler, and I'll put the campus stamp. I'm gonna need a governor in this city if I'm gonna pop a city down there, but we'll give it a go. It says -20. Ignore it. I'm sure it's not that bad. Let us, however, get this campus sorted. A lovely +3. It's just a nice tile by the Great Barrier Reef. I quite like that. It's kind of out the way. Wasn't really going to be able to do anything with it. City number 4. I was quite proud of that until I realized that Georgia had 7 and Kublai 8 cities, but never mind. That's just deity these days, isn't it? Ankara. Let's just spread the death crabs around immediately. We still have time. We've got time to spread my religion to 1 more city. Shouldn't be a problem. Can you just quickly buy this tile for me, and then I can just swap those out and then put the holy site on that lovely +4, and then I can go back to here and just swap that tile back. There we go. Leads to some horrendous borders, but that's fine. We don't mind horrendous borders. We settle too close. Yeah, I'm sorry, you're not going to like me if I then settle there. Also, that's so close to my capital. That is not close to you, friend. Don't take that tone with me. Let's chop again this lovely rainforest out to put a campus down. I think this is going to be a huge little boost to my campus. I like the idea of a huge little boost is a confusing one, I appreciate, but it makes sense in my head. -16, you say? That sounds fun. Do I really want to settle here? Do I really want to settle here? I could move Victor out. Do I trust Kublai not to attack me in the interim? That is the question. I have a friend now, and I know other people, so I very much could convince other people to join a war with me if they did invade. It's just the fact they still have galleys just nestled and waiting outside my city. Like, could you please just not? What is wrong with you? Who hurt you? So let's work this out. I have enough luxuries at the moment, +4, to make sure that this city, in theory, would be happy. That would give it 3 loyalty, and then I've also got my religion that would give it 6. So when it says -16, it would probably only be -10. If I swapped a governor in, then that would make it a little bit better. That would lead me to the end of the era, and hopefully I would be able to just keep it. Oh man, it's just whether or not I stick the governor in. A CAD, I could move a CAD through. Hang on. Oh, Yerevan. Let's just pick up Yerevan quickly. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna have to borrow Romani briefly. There we go. I'm just gonna do it. Let's just pop it down. You never know whether or not it will be fine until you give it a go. So Amani, keep it safe just for a little bit. Thank you so much. It says -7. The happiness will work. It's +2 at the moment. Oh, that's so frustrating. Okay, fine. Never mind. Again, I know there's a +4 and a +5, but this +2 is better. It is better because it gives me the access to the extra amenities and housing from my pantheon. Always follow the pantheon with holy sites. Macedon, hello. Maybe you have a luxury for me. You don't have a luxury for me. Never mind. 18 turns. Yeah, okay, right. We have bad loyalty there, but it's not bad enough to lose the city. I think we're going to be okay. Just going to swap charismatic leader into my government briefly, because then I can get 2 envoys with Buenos Aires rather than 1. They want a trade route. I don't know the way to them at the moment. It is a mysterious sea that blocks the way and I can't get through it. So we'll just assume I'll make my way through that at some point. Oh, Islam has been founded. Interesting. This gives me the opportunity to actually knock that religion out really quickly because only 1 city follows it. So I could make a Yerevan-fueled apostle and go and take it out really quickly. That would be useful. How? I haven't got a temple yet, but I'm very close to getting a temple. And what are you doing with this settler? Oh, I haven't given them open borders. Actually, I've just realized that. They don't have open borders with me. I'm just not going to give it to them. That's actually really funny. I'm going to make them pay a lot for that. Campus completed. People are really not bothering to get the scientists at the moment. I'm going to actually get rid of monasticism quickly because I want some scientist points per turn. It feels like a bad loss, that one. Oh, 10 science per turn I lost, but I got some culture out of it, so that's not too bad. Still though, what I'd quite like to do is be able to get this scientist before the end of the era and give myself a good shot at getting another one. How much would a holy campus research? It would take too long. Fine. Looks like we're going to go and settle the desert over to my right. I don't mind that. I've got a nice little setup here. I've got some good spaces for campuses. The tech, I can get my culture up quite nicely with some good monuments and Pingala. I'm happy with what I've got. Like, this is not a bad little setup. I just need to make sure that I can survive until I get my unique units. As soon as we can get our Barbary Corsairs out, then you will see the chaos. We're now at engineering though. If I can get a few catapults out, I already am in a good place here. I can start sending some catapults out to even look to take over Arabia. If I can pick up 1 great general who is really cheap, I think actually I'm looking to try and get as many great scientists as possible. I was just thinking about whether or not I'd have enough gold to massively save up and get this scientist on this turn so that it reloads a new classical era scientist, because there are a couple of really good ones like Hypatia, amazing, really good, but I don't need to do that. Let's focus on the challenge, and I think getting that general is really good. So we'll save up 800 gold and do that. I think my faith is going to go into an apostle. We're going to remove the religion from this 1 city and then spread it around as best we can. I think that works really well. At any rate, we are now in a beautiful golden era, which is great. I need to spread my religion around. Oh, it's heroic, of course it is. Wonderful. Right, monumentality is good if I'm using my gold and my faith to get builders and settlers. I don't know if I am, because my gold and faith, my faith is probably going to go into religious units, because I'm going to go Exodus of the Evangelists. So what I think I might do is go pen, brush and voice. This will give me my boats quicker, and then for inquiry, this will give me my unique unit quicker. So I'm actually not going to go the monumentality. That feels really strange. I very rarely take that plan, but I like it as a plan, so that's what we're going to do. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to love it, I'm sure. Oh, I did just notice this though. Look at that. Georgia now leaving galleys outside my city. What is this game? Why is everyone just leaving things outside my cities? I don't like it. Don't like it at all. Oh, I have to get walls up here as well. Ugh. Catapults will help massively at defending my land here, because catapults hit galleys really hard. So even if I lose this city, it's not the end of the world. If I lose the other cities, that is more of a problem. So we'll just kind of rush the walls through. I feel better if I have just a single wall. Like a single wall will do me nicely. World Congress time. Have a melee unit do more, or siege? I don't know. They'll go melee. I mean, that probably will help me in the longer run. And trade routes to religious city-states. I actually have one of these. So that would be cool. Yay! It worked. And melee went through. Oh my goodness, I got 2 2 diplomacy points. Man, I should go for a victory. That would be awesome. A little bit of extra science, and let's go for the scientist points. I think I'm doing quite well on those at the moment anyway, so that's good. 38 science. Wow. The giddy heights. That's what they say about that. What do I need to do to get medieval fairs? I've got to go down the defensive tactics route. That's probably quite useful. Let's do that. Oh, scrap that. Actually, Pingala, you can give yourself grants and actually get a little bit more in the way of scientist points as well. Brilliant. Lovely stuff. I like it. How do you intend on growing your empire if you refuse to fight for your people? Trust me, Macedon. I feel like I'm going to be fighting for my people imminently. That's not going to be a problem. I do not think that's going to be a problem. Oh no, look at that. You're losing your city. They've basically just settled a city for me there because I will get that one naturally. There's the catapult as well. Beautiful. Let's finish off mathematics and then I'll just go for gunpowder and we'll just work our way towards that, I think. Although, no, actually, I need to go mathematics, ironworking, and then gunpowder. I always think of the defensive tactics boost as the one that if you get it, something's gone wrong. It's a good one to have, but it's also one you don't want to necessarily have. I think actually Armani can get moved now, which is wonderful. I'm going to move you to... Do I want a CAD? Or we'll go to Buenos Aires because it'll discover a lot of the map for me. I like seeing the map. It's a good thing. I'm just... Oh, I was going to buy that tile, but I need to just wait a second because I'm saving my gold. I'm being good. I'm saving properly. There we go. That should be the gold. And there is a great general. I've got one. Doesn't matter if we don't get another one for a little while. That is lovely. I do have Yerevan still. Good. I can now actually get my first apostle. Bam. 5 charges. We're going to do the one that removes enemy pressure from the lands, and I'm going to send you in adjacent... Oh, hang on. Oh, that Buddhism apostle, that missionary, sorry, can get lost. I don't like that at all. I might have to end up buying myself a debater. We'll see. That's not what I wanted at all. Fine. Well, we'll just... I'll stick to my guns for now. 75% pressure removal. I'll send you down with a regular missionary. We're going to go and take out Islam. And then I've got myself a lovely scientist there as well. That'll be a beautiful boost. And my general. There we go. There's a few boosts here. Mathematics, engineering. Oh, is engineering one I've already done? Oh, I've already done engineering. Ah, never mind. Because let's do navigation. Oh, only the one boost. Literally, because I've already got mathematics as well. That was the worst scientist ever. It's a good thing I didn't buy them. I'm going to get the medic one though. That's actually really handy. So yeah, not a problem. But still, you get yourself excited. All of your hopes are raised. And then that happens. Another governor title. I'm going to go for researcher because science is very much my weak link at the moment in terms of getting my unique units up and running quickly. 50 per turn. That's actually looking pretty decent. That's good. Let's do that. Right, we've got some religious units now. I've got some missionaries. I've got my apostle. I'm going to go and start spreading my religion down to Arabia. I'm sure they won't mind, even though they have their own religion, and they are specifically delighted that my religion is not in their lands, but ignore all of that. That's fine. The rulers of Buenos Aires bow to the Ottomans. Of course they do. Let's see what's over there. Oh yeah, okay, so actually China is right on the coast all the way around. You know what I'm thinking there? It's good raiding territory. We'll bank that one for a little bit later. The watermill I'm building and I've almost done. The 3 mines I've almost done. Let's get Celestial Navigation. I need to just kind of pad myself out a little bit here. There's another builder I've just done. I need one more mine. Where can I put another mine down? I've got such flat terrain. Actually, over here would be a good mine place. I need a bit of gold. I need everything. Why do I need everything? What's going on? Giant death crabs. Oh, they don't like that. But they've gone from +8 to -12. That's not good. Except for the fact that it is good, it means that I'm doing well here. Construction boosted. Beautiful. That's looking lovely. Okay, I just need to get that last mine, but I've got the builders to do that now, and we're going to go and just do that immediately. Not a problem. Let's get these walls finished. I'm going to feel so much better with that last wall. Also, a CAD. I feel a lot better already. Go on, Cairo. Embrace it. Embrace the giant death crabs. You know you want to. Oh, I've established it but not brought it. I have brought it though. Oh, hang on. You just remove it somehow. I think I might have just been naturally removed. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Fine, I'm going to have to go and send another missionary over in your direction, but fine, that's okay. We can do that, not a problem. So there is the aqueduct being built. I should get a encampment, though. That is something I was going to do. I'm just going to actually cut in line. I was going to do it in my capital, but this city is just as good. In fact, actually, it's probably better because I can build it over there and build units closer to the front line, which is nice. Got all the walls up and running as well. That makes me feel a lot better. Ooh, that's an actual missionary. Okay. Looks like they're trying to spread their religion a little bit, but I mean, it shouldn't work. I've spread my religion really nicely, and more importantly, I can remove their religion almost entirely. So, bam. That's gone. Now what will happen is this missionary will probably waste all of their charges. Oh, they've got 7 charges on that missionary. Okay, well that changes that. I might end up having to actually take that missionary out. Here's the city taken from the Chinese though. It's looking lovely. Thank you so much. I will pop a holy site down on a river. Of course I will. There is the final mine. That is apprenticeship boosted. We are building the aqueduct now. Feudalism's just about to be boosted. And then we have an armory. Oh, we'll see how lucky are we going to get with the old Niter. That's going to decide a lot. Hey, we managed to get friendship with Georgia. Oh, good. That means I can stop worrying about them attacking that particular city. Oh, I was absolutely adamant they were going to do that. And also they had troops lurking around as well. Yeah, good. They'll move on. They will move on now. That's good. We can focus against Arabia. I think that's absolutely the play here. There was the aqueduct, feudalism, boosts stirrups as well. Yeah, okay, we're getting some really good boosts. Then we're already up to gunpowder. Did I get Niter? I don't think we did. I actually don't think we've got Niter, and that is crippling. Oh, there's some in Aleppo, and there's some over in Baghdad. Oh, that would have been good to get, eh? Never mind. So we've got a couple of plays we can make. Either what we do is we try and take Baghdad first, seize the Niter, and then use that to make my unique units. And we do that with catapults and my single warrior. That feels like I'm not using my unique unit, and I don't know if I agree with that. So I think what I'm going to have to do is either wait for one of the AI to find Niter, which might take a while, or I make a settler and I go and find it, which probably is going to be a better idea. I can't believe that, though. That's really annoying. Oh man, and the way they've settled as well, I can't even get another settlement on this area and steal it from them. Aleppo as well. They've plunked. Is that an encampment they're building there? Yeah, right on top of the Niter as well. Oh, there is medieval fairs though, so we're close. I think I might pick up a harbour in my capital briefly just to pump these boats out a bit quicker. That would be really handy, so I might do that. Or do I use a CAD and the ability to get the barracks in? I might have to do that. Get the encampment in. Yeah. Rather than the harbour. Oh, it's frustrating because I kind of want a bit of everything. This is one of those games where I'm sort of looking at all of the different options and going, yeah, every single one of these would be really good. I also want commercial hubs as well, because if I get a commercial hub, I get more food and more housing, which does help. So harbours and commercial hubs. Yeah, I need to start picking up some commercial hubs as well. Let's do this. I'll try and balance industry, economy and military all in different times whilst I'm going through this. I no longer need that scientist card. That feels like a waste to me now, so we'll take that out. I'll get scripture. We've got charismatic leader. I like both of those things at the moment. That's fine. And then we'll go for maybe more production because I can just build something. Whatever I'm building, I'll build it faster. That makes sense. Oh, I can't clear all these missionaries like that. This is futile. Okay, I'm going to save my strength. Oh, yeah, they've got so many missionaries now. That's fine. I'm going to save my strength and retreat, make myself another apostle, make that one a debater. Once I've got the debater, I'll come through and I'll start killing the missionaries. I think that's probably the better route, so we'll do that. There we go. Debater, I think... yeah, that's almost instant death with this debater, so yeah, this will help to spread the religion merrily. And then I'll just send this missionary to go and take over Baghdad. Thank you so much. Encampment will be done soon, then I'll get a stable, and then I'll get an armory. You know, we've got military training going. It's good. Yeah, this library would be really handy, thinking about it. It really, really would be handy, but I'm gonna have to get the stable in first. I'm not gonna... Do I rush it? Is there any point in rushing it? Yeah, I'll get the stable. Hang on. There's that. And then we'll get the armory. You hard build that though. I've got no Niter, so there's no need to rush that one through. Medieval fairs, baby. This Corsa, that is a more interesting thing. Now, look, this is the first missionary. This is where we begin to have a little bit of fun. Wabam! we are now going to start spreading our religion very aggressively. I'll just bring a guru down as well, just to make sure that I can heal myself whilst I'm at this. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Dayboy91, Seangrates, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Rad, Matthew Hatch, Amiri C, Henry, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Bear, L Truand, Creston, RB Hedge, Mushkin Mandeltort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time. Thank you all for your support, it's amazing, see you all next time. Goodbye!